Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is 87 and 88 of 100 of days of using my prints. I'm starting off again with watercolor paper. I've bordered my page and divided it with painter's tape, and I'm using tissue paper as my start today. I like how it colors the page, I like how it runs, I like how it bunches, I like the texture, it's very thin. So yeah, I'm just using it as my base to start today. And today I'm using regular school glue to get everything stuck down. With this one, I'm just roughing it up a bit because I found it was too smooth. It actually went down really smooth and flat. So I just roughed it up a bit to give it some character and some texture. And now I'm coming in with my prints, painted papers and printed papers. My colors today are blue and orange. I just thought, hey, let's try blue and orange today. So I just went through my prints and I pulled out some of my papers that were blue and orange. And I'm using that to do my pieces today. I also only divided it in half because I thought, let me try doing something a little bigger today. I don't know, just for, I guess for a change, I thought maybe I would be able to put some more things down and maneuver better. I don't know. I guess I did a lot of the smaller ones, so I thought let's go back to the bigger ones just for a bit, maybe just for today, I don't know. You know how we create sometimes, it's just how we feel. Let's try this, so at least that's how I do it. So I'm just going in with my pieces and, figuring out which pieces I want and the contrasting colors. And I put down that blocky piece there, and then I put down a more of a solid piece below it, but it's still orange, it's not blue, just so it gives slight contrast. It's a little different. This one, it's faded into the white. I was going to rip off the left side of it, but I thought let's keep it. And then down below it has a sharp edge as well, and I was going to rip that, but I thought nah, let's keep it. Usually I would do that, so I moved a bit different today. It may look the same movement, same choices, but I did make some slightly different choices today. And then I'm coming in now with my dark blue, and what I'm also trying to do is not cover up those roughed up parts too much. Not too much. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. Problem was with these roughed up pieces that a lot of them actually kept coming off. And instead of trying to force it down, I just pulled them up and I said, it's fine. It still left a nice color and texture even after I pulled it up. I'm just trying out the different pieces. And again, I'm trying to make quick decisions. Because if I stay longer, half of the pieces I put down, I would not leave it where I left it. Honestly. So I'm trying, just make a decision. It looks kind of okay there, stick it down. And then, as you know, once you make that decision, it will prompt you to make a different decision. And yeah, you'll just keep moving on and on until it's done. Or until you decide it's done. So here I'm bringing in my circle prints, and I'm trying to figure out where they would go, trying not to line things up too much. So this left piece is similar to the piece that I'm trying to put down, and it was basically the same length. So I decided to look for a longer piece because I didn't want the both of them to be the same length and kind of next to each other. It just looked odd. So I looked for a longer piece, and then I'm pulling out this orange strip to kind of break the flow of it, break that line that going straight up, but yet connect it. That's what I was thinking. I want to connect it but break it at the same time. So I just put that small darker orange strip to do that. This piece that I have here, it's deli paper. It's not tissue paper. And I'm just using it to connect the bottom part with the squares to this piece. So it's two different types of paper though, but I still want to connect it because I found that there was a lot of blue on this side and I'm just trying to break it. Just break it up a bit so it doesn't look so blue. And this is it looks kind of white, but it's a very light blue. And I'm also using it to help break up that blue on that side. I don't know if this was the best choice to make, but I mean, it's already done. I already did it and it's down. What I'm also trying to do is connect it to the lighter part on the left so it doesn't look like it's just a random piece of paper that I stuck down in the middle of my page. So I just try to connect it to the lighter area on the left so it looks like it kind of flows from the left to the right, sort of ish. Then I found that this side didn't have much dark areas, so I'm just putting down some darker blue pieces and trying to see how I could, add some more contrast to this side of my page. Now it's time to do some blending. I am just, it got on my finger and I didn't realize, and I put it in places I didn't want it to go. So that happens sometimes. So now I'm just gently brushing over the rough areas just to highlight them. So just the raised areas, what is supposed to have the white on them. And, it'll just give it more of a highlight, more texture. I really wanted it to have more raised areas, but it didn't work out that way, and that's fine. And now I'm just blending in some of those edges and trying to blend the papers into each other, basically, into the page and into each other. And now I'm going to use my fine liner bottle just to do some lines, because that's what my brain said. It's like, let's do some squiggly lines. I was thinking using my charcoal pencil, but then I thought that I didn't want to darken up the page too much. I didn't want it to be too black, so I decided to use the white. And then I felt like I did want to use the black, so I did not have any paint in a fine liner bottle. So I just took some time to fill up the black in there, and I'm going to put some black down. I didn't know what to do or where to put it, and I just did it quick because I didn't want to think too much about it. So I just let my hand move and did a squiggly thing, quick. I actually wanted to use texture paste today, but it didn't happen. It's very interesting. I actually planned it. That was one of the things, sometimes when I start, I say, okay, I want to use a stencil and whatever. My plan was to use texture paste today, but it didn't work out. So that's fine. So I just mixed some blue and black together because I wanted to add some stenciling on this side. I was thinking of doing the squiggly lines, but I felt like I wanted it to be a little different, a little more different instead of more similar and different. So I'm adding these stencils on this side of my card, my page. And I'm doing square because when I looked at it, I saw square shapes like in the background. Yep, that's why. And then I found that this side was missing some contrast as well. So I'm just trying to add a dark blue piece somewhere in the mix. And, just now I'm looking at it, and now the bottom part is kind of heavy with the dark blue. There's none on top. So I am going to add a piece to the top as well to help balance it off. I found that these pieces of stencil that I put down was just too abrupt, for want of a better word. It just was like if it was just plats put there. So I'm just blending in some of them. Well, I'm blending them into the page using the white. I could have done a better job, but it is what it is. It's already done. Yeah, I'm just blending them and kind of fading them in and out, and yeah. So they're just not so in your face, bruh, you know? So for this side, I am just doing a division. I thought, let me try something different. So I just did my line down, and now I'm just spreading the paint that I put down just very gently in a small area. The intention was just to have a separation and have a sort of shadow type vibes happening. But then things changed as they went along. One thing led to another, and it quickly developed into something very different.